A glittering reception for Caribbean political leaders, VIPs and invited guests on the eve of the UK-Caribbean Ministerial Forum. And an opportunity for the British Foreign Secretary to speak of the continuing strong relationships built on the migration of Jamaican workers into Britain after the Second World War.
The Windrush generation are an inspiration, an example, a set of leaders for values and commitments that I think are very important for the whole of British society. And it's important the week after we have celebrated the 60th anniversary of the National Health Service to remember the contribution of the Windrush generation and their successors to the whole history of the National Health Service. And actually I think you can make the case that the strength and the enduring strength of the National Health Service in part owes to what those generations did at all levels in the health service in the 50s and the 60s and beyond. And that is a symbol of a commitment right across British society. And the 800,000 Britons of Caribbean origin and Caribbean heritage, some are ministers, some are lawyers, some are parents and teachers in schools. They are all massive contributors to our society, and the enduring link that exists between our governments is only, in a way, possible because of the people-to-people links that join us together.
Mr Miliband then turned to what he hoped would be discussed at the forum at Lancaster House.
At the heart of our discussions is the question of how we take our relationship to a new dimension. We know the relationship we used to have. We know the relationship we've got. I think our challenge over the next 2 days is to map out a relationship for the future that is based on shared values, and I do want to applaud the statement of CARICOM only in the last few days about the situation in Zimbabwe, because the situation in that country is a challenge to all of our values. And this has got to be a community of values. But it can also be a community of interests, and we're going to be talking over the next couple of days about crime and security, which is a massive issue in your countries, but also a massive issue in our country. We're going to be talking about food security, and food affordability, which are issues in both of our countries. And we're also going to be talking about something which probably wouldn't have appeared on our agenda 5 or 10 years ago. Certainly not it wasn't on the agenda of the first meeting in Nassau in 1998, which is the issue of climate change. Because some of you are able to talk about the challenge of climate change as a reality, not as a theory. And that is something that I think is very important in helping the world wake up to the challenges that it faces.
A point reinforced by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office Minister, Miss Meg Munn.
The Caribbean is immensely important, and it's an immensely important region to us. We have a lot of links there. There are many, many people who live in the UK who are from the Caribbean or whose family come from the Caribbean. And they have some very important challenges. They have challenges around trade. How are they going to develop in the 21st century, opening up their markets, but also us being able to sell to the Caribbean as well? There are clear challenges around climate change. What are we going to do about the real problems? They're on the front line with the hurricane season and the issues there. Those are just two of the issues, but obviously there's also security, immigration. We're going to be talking about all those over the next couple of days.
Economic and sustainable development, energy issues too. There will be much talking over the next 2 days.